So hello folks, so here I am again to continue the story I started this morning. So like I said, we went out this afternoon. Actually, I'm just from lunch. We hanged around in the hotel room until around 3, and then I said no, now we need to go and have lunch. So have lunch we did. We're just back from lunch, so we took a short walk around the village, but no bump track cycling on a mountain bike or on mountain bike, simply because the weather was a bit iffy, and since we had stayed indoors like until 3, and we had to have lunch, and then at 5 we have this other event, this demonstration on how to make rye bread. So we just dropped this idea altogether about cycling. We'll probably do that when we get back to Geneva at some point, but it's on the to-do list now, e-biking and mountain biking. So it's now like 4:15 almost. I really feel sleepy, but I can't, because at 5 there is this lesson on there's this lesson demonstration on how to bake the traditional and rye bread. So I have to keep awake. So I guess I'll go in and watch some television to kill time, or maybe I'll put together this video so then I can upload it on YouTube, since I'm going to do it on my mobile phone, the Samsung Galaxy S10, and I will use the Power Director app to edit the video and upload it onto YouTube. I haven't been using the Adobe Premiere Rush because I don't know, somehow I always seem to have issues with it. You know, the first few weeks that I used it, it worked so well and so fabulously, but then afterwards I kept getting issues with using the Adobe Premiere Rush that I stopped using it because I just got so fed up, because I always had problems trying to export the movie that I created, that I'd used so many hours of creative work putting into this, you know, the production, and then you can't, for whatever reason, you cannot export. And when you do export, then there's something seriously wrong with the synchronization between the sound and the movie video clips. Like, they do not synchronize, so you have the sound going so fast and then the movie so slow, so you know there's a lag in the time. And so I don't know, I have to think it over. I have to see whether it's worth keeping, you know, subscribing to it. If it's not giving me the service, why bother? But I will look into it. But for now, I'm happy with the Power Director. It's working well, and I guess the next time I will try to use KineMaster. It's also, there's a paid version and a free version, so I go for the paid because then you don't get the watermark on it. And yeah, so yeah, just to give you an update, I am really tired, and Grimentz has been out of this world. It's been so good. It has exceeded by far my expectation, and it's certainly a city that I will come back to, a village that I'll come back to, and I recommend highly, strongly to anyone visiting Switzerland and wants to see the true Swiss traditional experience, you know, then come to Grimentz. You know, I will admit that while I wouldn't say it's cheap. Like, no, I wouldn't say it's a cheap place because we stayed in a 3-star hotel and the rooms are very big. We got this family room whereby you can accommodate up to 5 people. So this is really great, 3 to 5. So this is reasonable, you know. And where is expensive? And then there was, of course, breakfast was included in the hotel room per night. But where it gets expensive, it's really with the food. The food is very, very, very good, but you really pay for it. It's really expensive, and it's just not this hotel, it's everywhere, you know. They have limited choices on the menu, but what they do have, it's really well done. So they must invest in good chefs, you know. But that means that, yeah, you have to pay for it. You have to pay for what you get. So this is the only thing that I will warn you of, that eating here is not cheap. We did get some vouchers offered by the canton of canton of Valley, and so it was 100 franc worth of vouchers. So in 20 francs partition, you know. So we had 5 of these vouchers where we could use them to pay for the meals we had outside this hotel. So this prompted us to go and eat elsewhere in other hotels and restaurants, and so it did cut down on the expenses on food. But yeah, it's expensive. There is also a co-op close by, so this is an option that, you know, you go and you buy food. But for us, you know, it's not that we can prepare food in our hotel room, so we are compelled to go out and eat. But this is why there are some people, when they come to places like Grimentz, you know, tourist places or places targeting tourists, people prefer to rent apartments. So then they go and shop for their own food stuff, so they bring their own food stuff and they'll do their own cooking. So that is an option, and so it works out cheaper. But of course, for me, when I'm on holiday, then I'm on holiday. I just want to give myself a break from all the normal housework that I would normally do in my own home. I give myself a treat because I think that from time to time, after working hard and earning the money that you do, you need to treat yourself. You need to give yourself a good treat. You know, you need to spoil yourself. You need to do something different. Give yourself a break, you know. So this is what I do. I save, and when I get enough, then I really, really treat myself big, you know. And that is how I motivate myself to go back when I have no more money, I'm broke. I go back and I work hard and I get more, and then I do something extraordinary, you know, because hey, we live only once, no? We live only once. So this is it. So I'm going to lie down. I have, yeah, I still have time. I think I'll have 10 more minutes, and then another 15 is 25, even 30 minutes. 30 minutes, because it's just close by. So I just relax for 30 minutes, and then I make my way back into the village to the location venue where we will have this demonstration at 5. And as usual, like you know, I will bring you along with me, and if I can film while making my own rye bread, I'll do so to share it with you. That way it motivates you to come here and to experience this for yourself. So on this note, I'm going to say bye for now and see you soon. In the interim, do take care, because you know our common enemy, invisible but very, very present, is still around and is looking to do a lot more damage. So we have to be on our guard. We need to be sensible. We need to be wise. We know how we can protect ourselves and others by wearing the mask and using sanitizers or soap, washing our hands frequently, and not taking undue risk, like being in public places where we know there will be lots of people gathered within a small confined space. So on this note, I will cut this film here, the video, cut the story at this point, and will continue at a more opportune time later when there is news, something newsworthy activity to share. Okay, so yeah. I didn't show you my room, did I? Voila. So this is the room. So you see, it's a room that can accommodate, sleeps 5 people, 3 to 5. And so there's a double bed, and then there are 3 sofa beds. So if you add 3 plus 2, then it makes 5. And so one was set up in the other room. It's a connecting room, and then I have this room, and then there is a common bathroom, and yeah, so it was not bad. We managed, and yeah, so it worked out cheaper than having 2 separate single rooms. So if we can save, why not, So this is what we did. So yeah, this is the hotel room here at the Hotel Arupina. It's a 3-star hotel at Grimentz in the valley, in the canton of Valley, in the Valley region. Okay, let me get my nap ball. Let me just wind down before I have to wind up again for this demonstration. Yeah, bye. So it goes without saying that, of course, this is the new normal, even for demonstrations like how to bake rye bread. We had to be masked, unfortunately. So as you can see, we have finished kneading the bread. The mix had already been prepared for us, and so now the rye bread is being put into this special oven for the next 45 to 50 minutes before, all things being equal, it should be ready and good to eat.
Si je bois le vin comme j'ai soif, ça va pas le faire. Déjà, santé, merci.
Santé.
Santé. J'ai encore rien fait, c'est vous qui avez tout bossé là. Moi, j'ai encore rien fait. Juste le stagiaire, c'est qui doit faire passer un. Il y a 3 ans. Comment? Non, mais là déjà c'est l'hommage à mon grand-papa, donc je vais rien en faire.
Quand ton père est cuit chez nous, c'est ça.
C'est comme ça que je vais faire aussi. Je vais fabriquer le levain. Elle va mettre sur son pyrolaire qu'elle a déjà 22-23 degrés en plus. Elle va mettre un bocal en verre ou en bois. Elle met de la farine de sel de l'eau, elle le recouvre de tissu et elle fait faire un levain. 2 jours pour faire le levain. Quand la première famille vient, elle donne son levain à la première famille, tu vas mélanger ces 120 kg, là où tu as assis ton oxygénat, c'est les anciens pétrins. Ça c'est un pétrin mécanique, il faut l'électricité. Là c'est comme on va voir dans le film, c'est à la main. Les hommes ils mélangent 120 kg comme ça, à la main. Et donc ils prennent le premier levain qui a été donné. Ça s'appelle le levain même. Puis après, chaque famille va garder un kilo. C'est beau, c'est pas cool. Et de ce côté, vous pouvez même vous approcher, il n'y a aucun souci. Alors. Je pense pas qu'il... Oh, il en manque pas beaucoup. Ça, c'était ceux qui sont devant. Donc, si ça se trouve, les vôtres sont qui Grimentz. J'ai pas eu le temps de faire Grimentz. Je dois en faire aussi pour la vente. Là, qui m'ont bien aidé. Comment? Ben, demain, j'en donne au boulin. C'est les gens où il veut que je lui en fasse comme ça. Il peut les vendre. Je pense 5 minutes encore, mademoiselle. Je vais prendre le tout dernier, qui est le plus au fond.
Ah, ça c'est le mien.
Ah, mais il n'est pas encore prêt, il va repartir.
Okay.
Mais je vous dis déjà, quand je le tape, il y en a encore beaucoup. Hein. Donc je pense que dans 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, ils sont prêts. On va le faire en tranché, on a 7 minutes. Pas mal, ça commence. Ça c'est le vôtre, je pense. Je les remets 5 minutes.
Ok.
Comment? Ils ont 45 minutes qu'ils sont. Mais apparemment, ils voudraient encore 50, voire 55. On va faire 30, hein. On va aller à 38. Je vais sortir avec tout, je les retaperai. C'est quand même qu'ils gardent un minimum d'humidité quand même. Et c'est reparti. Et vous voyez, comme j'en disais, on fait un mini cours. Les familles indiennes ne faisaient que 3-4 fois par le pain par an. Donc, ils devaient faire 120 pains pour tenir 3 4 fois. Si vous avez des questions, je suis pas pour...
I know maybe by now I should be used to wearing masks, especially in confined and closed spaces, but I really am not, and I always forget, and I always have to remind myself that, hey, this is the new normal, and masks should be part of that. So, I have just come back from baking rye bread, very typical traditional Grimentz rye bread at the common bakery, and it went well. Apparently, I would have to wait 24 hours before attacking eating the rye bread. So this I will take with me to Geneva, and then we begin to enjoy it as of tomorrow evening. So when we do, I remember to bring you along with me so that I give you the scoop, you know. I give you my assessment of rye bread. But until then, we take care, signing off.